Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay. We previous lecture we already finished the 5 kinds of the suffering. Dukkha dukkha, viparinama dukkha, sankhara dukkha, paticcanna dukkha, apariccanna dukkha, pariyaya dukkha, nipariyaya dukkha. We already finished just in brief. And now the commentary and sub-commentator trying to explain the more detail. Therefore, he tried to start the word tattva. If you see the tattva and tattva at the beginning of the sentence, mostly this explanation is the detailed explanation. Detailed explanation means not just this sentence, tattva, viparina, tattva, dukkha, dukkhanti, ojati, not just these sentences. The remaining until to the nipariyaya dukkhanti ojati. Nipariyaya dukkhanti ojati, until to this sentence. These all sentences are called detailed explanation. Therefore, tattva is referred to the previous 7 kinds of the suffering. Therefore, among the 7 kinds of the suffering, kājika, cetasika, dukkha, vedana, dukkha, dukkhanti, ojati. This is the point. Among these 7 kinds of suffering, bodily and mental, painful feeling is said as dukkha, dukkha. He gives the 3 reasons: sabhava doja, nama doja, dukkhada. Because of their individual essence, the sabhava do, nama do, their name, and dukkhada, their painfulness. Nama do detailed explanation in the Vibhanga Mulasika already mentioned. Nama do that Mulasika also 2 explanations concerning with the nama do. The second explanation, nama do means connection with the arising and falling. Udiyabhayata, because of the arising and falling, therefore this means the nama do. After that, sukha, vedana, viparinama, dukkha, patti, hetu do, viparinama, dukkha. Here the sub-commentator skip the one word. Sukha means what kind of sukha mentioned, dukkha he mentioned, kājika, cetasika, dukkha, vedana. For the sukha, he doesn't mention sukha, vedana. Only the sukha, vedana. Even though he mentioned this, we need to be understand as a full sentence. Kājika, cetasika, sukha, vedana, viparinama, dukkha, patti, hetu do, viparinama, dukkhanti, ojati. Bodily and mental pleasure feeling is called suffering in chain. He pointed out that when reading viparinama, dukkha, patti, hetu do, because they are its cause for the arising of pain when they change. In English, and they translated Viparinama Dukkha Dukkopati Hetuto. In this one, Viparinama Dukkha Opati and Hetuto. Another one is Ubekha Vedana Jiva Sesaja Evumaga Sankhara Udaya Paya Pilitada Sankhara Dukkha. Here you see the Jiva and Ja. For the proofs, normal writing style for the Jiva and Ja. Firstly, Jiva is first. Will come in the sentences. Ja is the later. Verse in the verses. Is this not the fit rule? For the proofs have the fit rule. Jiva and Ja. Jiva should be the first and Ja should be the last. Ubekha Vedana Sankhara Dukkhanti Ojati. And then Sesa Sibumaga Sankhara Dukkhanti Ojati. The sentence should be like that. These two things, the reason only one, Udaya Paya Pilitada. Equanimity feelings and the remaining formation of the three planes are called suffering due to the formation because they are oppressed by rising and falling. Udaya Paya Pilitada. Udaya Paya Pilitada. Kana Sula.
Hi, Bhante.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but how did you translate the Viparinama Dukkupati Hetuto again, Bhante?
Dukkopati Hetuto, yes.
Because it's the cause
Because
of
they
the
are
arising.
a cause. Hetuto means a cause. Arising means for the upati means for the arising of dukkopati of pain. A cause due to the cause for the arising of pain in chain, or you can translate it as a sentence because they are a cause for the arising of pain when they change.
Because they are the cause for the arise of pain when they change.
Yes. In the Visuddhimagga, this is a like expression of Viparinamena Dukkopati Hetuto. In the Visuddhimagga, appear like the Viparinamena. But here the like one word. That's a commentator, write it down. Viparinama Dukkopati Hetuto.
Okay. By change. By change. So dukkha in this case is not the same dukkha in the dukkha, right, Bhante? It doesn't refer to the kājika cetasika dukkha, right? The Vedana. The rise of pain or suffering, that dukkha.
Oh, you mean that dukkha and Viparinama dukkha, amandi dukkha, these two dukkha is same or no, you mean?
No. I mean the word dukkha in the dukkupati hetuto. So that dukkha refers to what, Bhante?
That's dukkha, it sukha vedana, it changed into dukkha.
So you mean sukha vedana changed into the dukkha vedana?
Yes.
So
Because of they are rising and falling. arising of the pain.
So the Sukha Vedana is the cause for the arising of the Dukkha Vedana.
Yes, yeah, because of the, according to the, we have the, how can I say, in the Vipassana Center, we ever say, after the Sukha, Dukkha ever follow. That means.
I see. Okay, okay, thank you, Bhante.
Yeah. The now that in the Vedana Sanyota, I don't know I didn't remember the fifth soda. Sukha mean Titi Sukham. Viparinaman Dukham. That's why it appear. I don't know which soda exactly, but this why the it. Titi is this moment is there pleasant, but if they change will be there suffering. That means. Because of the change, we cannot control. We want ever this pleasure feeling, but this pleasure feeling will be changed or lose. At the time, we will be free and pleasant because we want it. That means. Okay. Kana Sula, Danda Sula, Ragaja, Parilaha, Dosaja, Parilaha Di, Kayika, Jedasika, Abada, Pochedawa, Jani Tabado, Upekamasa Ja, Abagada Bawado, Patechana Dokan. Yeah, it is. He give there so many Kayika Jedasika, Avada. Why is it Kayika Jedasika, Abada? Patechana Dokan, Ti Ojati. Kayika Jedasika, Avada. Yeah, usually the not the dukkha, the previous kayika cetasika dukkha vedana. Yeah, kayika cetasika abada. Therefore, bodily and mental, here the not the feeling. Bodily and mental appreciation. Apply. At the time, he gave there so many examples. Kana Sula, Danda Sula, Ragaja, Parilaha, Dodaja, Parilaha Di. Such as earache, Turkish, fever wound of lust, and fever wound of taste, and so on. Is called concealed suffering because of the Paticana token. He gave the reason. Jani Dabado, Ubekamasaja, Abagada Bhavado.
Sorry, Bhante.
Yeah.
How would you separate this non-compound? Kana Suna. So
Kana
the ear pain and Danda Suna is the teeth then.
Ragaja Parilaha.
Ragaja.
Yeah, raga because of the raga when or arise Parilaha. This is the fever Parilaha there. Dosaja Parilaha. Okay, two reasons. Pochedawa, Janitavado, Upekamasaja, Apagata Bhavado. because it can only be known by question. It should be known by question and upekamasaja abhagata bhavado. The inflation is not openly evident. Upekamasa arising. Inflation is not obvious or not evident. And another sentence that Duttinsa Kama Karanadi Samothano Avado Apochetawawa Jani Davato Upekamasaja Bhagata Bhavado Abadechana Dokhan. The point also Avada. This avada is harm became Duttinsa Kama Karanadi Samothana. Therefore, the point that Duttinsa Karanadi Samothano Avado Abadechana Dokhandi Ojati. The affliction brought by the 32 torment or torture. Here, Duttinsa Kama Karana. This one is where we see in the commentary, sub-commentary only. This is the kind of torment at the time of the blessed one, king punished to the robber of teeth. Many kinds of the punishments. But commentator and sub-commentator uses exact what Duttinsa. But if we find in the original Pāļi there, we can find in the one sutta all the 32 kinds of punishment. Some sutta we will see that 27, some sutta 18, some sutta 12. We already see it. But the commentator and commentator use it there, the Isawa, Duttinsa, 32. If they combine, we will be get it there, 32. But I haven't combined this. I haven't counted. These all are the 32 or not. But you know, in the Anguttara Nikaya Dukkha Nibbāda, which are sutta, mentioned more than 20 kinds of the punishment. Here also, Duttinsa Kama Karanadi Samothano. Therefore, Samothano is that produced by the 32 punishment or torture. The affliction produced by the 32 punishment is called exposed suffering because it should be known without question and the affliction is obvious. Bhagata Bhavado. And last week I discovered this Sayadaw Noriñāna because of the commentator uses the concerning with the 32 part of the body, they use it the Duttinsakara for the punishment, Duttinsakama Karana. Even though the commentator uses the Duttinsakara concerning with the 32 parts, in the original Pāļi text, we only find the only 31 part of the body. At the time that I find it, I search many books and Sayadaw Dr. Silananda Viwensa, he wrote it down. the Venwa Matha Longan, brain is added by the Venerable Sariputta among the 31 part of the body. He put it the Venwa Matha Longa brain. Now we see it there. 15 sa kara, 32 part of the body. Here also there's 15 sa kama karana. We can find the all one in one places. If we count many soda, we can get the 32 punishment. Okay, continue. Tapitawa, dokha dokhan, sesa dokhan, sitya vibingi, agadan jati adi. 7b, tasa dokhasa, wado, pariyaya dokhan. Tapitawa, dokha dokhan. Except the intrinsic suffering, sesa dokhan, sitya vibingi, agadan. Sitya vibingi, agadan. All suffering, agadan, given in the sitya vibinga. Jati adi. Starting with the what? Therefore, 7. All the suffering is the called pariyaya dokhan. Here, what is the essay repetition? The first one is the tapitawa dokha dokhan sesa dokhan. The remaining suffering, exception of the dokha. That means also all suffering is. And then sitya vibingi agadan. This is the what is jati adi 7. Beginning with this, starting with the but. Here, sabba is 7. Tasa dokhasa, vutu bhava is there, reason. Pariyaya dokhan. If we read it there, truthfully, we will be think about it. This is the essay. Similar. Here, season. Because of the tapitawa dokha dokhan, season is also essay 1. Sitya vibingi agadan also essay 1. But the children meaning the season is referred to the modified to the 7. Therefore, in the translation, all given in the sitya vibinga, exception of the instructed suffering, starting with the but, is called in the right suffering, tasa dokhasa vutu bhava, because they are the basis for one kind of suffering or another. Dokha dokhan pana naipariyaya dokhandi ojati. Yeah, pana is the essay pañcavaggiyakathā. Therefore, we have on the other hand of but or moreover, we can translate it. But
Hello, Bhante.
yes.
Yeah. So may I have a question? You said this sub-bam is modified for the word satya vibanga.
No. Heaven is the essay now we translate it 7 is starting from the jati or Sabba here as if. Here is the, how can I say? Here, Sisa Dokha is modified to the seven. Agadai also modified to the seven.
Yes. I also thought like it. So maybe I mistook. You said the Satya Vibhanga is connected with the Sapang. That's I have confused. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Bhante. Thank you.
Okay. Dokha Dokha Bana, Nipariyaya Dokhanti, Hojati.
Hi, Bhante.
Oh, yes.
I'm still not clear that sentence. So you mean that all of the dukkha starting from jati, all of those are the pariyaya dukkha. But then we have to leave out dukkha. So what does that mean?
What does that mean? Exception of the dukkha. These kinds of dukkha mean season is referred to the seven.
Yeah, yes. So when we go back to the canonical text, right?
Okay.
The Buddha started saying that jati, dukkha, and so on. So but in here, when we go to the sub-commentary, he said that everything starts from jati. So it looks like everything. But then he said that leaving out dukkha. Then what is that? What is dukkha?
Oh, dukkha is the painful feeling here according to his statement. Kayika jitasika dukkha.
But then, I mean, it doesn't make sense because when he say that we cover everything from jati all the way down, that means we cover everything. That is what the Buddha said. So it should including dukkha in there as well. But then he said, now leaving out dukkha, but we don't find dukkha in the canonical text. So I don't know what it means.
Okay, I will try to explain. Because you mean, I understand, you mean in the original canonical text, starting with the jati and the sankhatina bintu paranakana, all on suffering. Yes?
Yes,
at the time,
like, yes.
Yeah, at the time, the blessed one, only the uses, only the comments suffering, only the suffering. Among the suffering, the sub-commentator trying to separate it. 7 kinds of the suffering. You mean? Among the 7 kinds of the suffering concerning with the sub-commentator explanation. Exception of the dukkha, the remaining are the pariyaya dukkha. Okay, even though he said it, he separated that 7 types of the suffering. Dukkha is as a synonym of the Nepariyaya dukkha. And the remaining Viparinama dukkha, Sankhara dukkha, Paticchana dukkha, Apatichana dukkha is as a synonym of the Pariyaya dukkha. That means he trying to translate, he trying to explain.
I guess the problem here is because I think I see the problem here. So it has no connection actually. So this is just the writing style of the sub-commentator. He just wants to clarify what it means by sabbang. Sabbang means everything. So he's saying that means starting from jati all the way to the end. I think that's what he means. So the jati here is, in fact, it has nothing to do with the dukkha. The jati adi here only to explain what it means by the word sabbang. Yes. Okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah. You want to
make it extra information. Yeah.
Canonical test to the sub-commentary.
Right.
But
So
here,
he's just giving extra information. Okay.
Yes.
I see. Okay,
But
thank you.
why you said is dukkha is vipariyaya? It's it means dukkha is unchanged.
No, dukkha is the nipariyaya, not the vipariyaya. Nipariyaya dukkha.
Oh yeah, nipariyaya is mean always change.
Yes.
But nipariyaya is also the negative.
Yeah, they are endurance suffering. Therefore, we will translate it.
If so, dukkha refer to what? Is
Dukkha refer to the bodily and mental painful feeling. Nipariyaya dukkha is also according to the ultimate term, bodily and mental painful feeling.
does it also belong to pariyaya, Bhante?
He explained it already. He explained it here. Yeah, dukkha pana nipariyaya dukkha hojati. Among the he already explained the 5 kinds of the suffering: dukkha, viparinama dukkha, sankhara dukkha, paticchana dukkha, and appaticchana dukkha. Among these 5 kinds of the dukkha, the last 4, starting with the viparinama dukkha, sankhara dukkha, paticchana dukkha, appaticchana dukkha, are called the pariyaya dukkha. The first one, only the first one, dukkha is the nipariyaya dukkha. He means.
Oh yes, I got it. Well, thank you, Bhante. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, later complicated his explanation. Because of the sometimes he make it this sentence I know that later because of the he make it the first original Pāļi that dukkha sitya vibhinge. He use it. This is the original text. But he uses the dukkha. Later complicated. Okay. Dukkha pana nipariyaya dukkha hojati. Dukkha is says nipariyaya dukkha. Okay. Tatara Yan Jati Yandan Pāla Pandita Sutta Disu Bhagavatabi Upamavasena Pakasitan Abhayikan Dokhan. Here be careful, not the Abhayikan. Abhayikan Dokhan. Yinja Sikati Yampi Manosa Loke Gabakandi Mulakadi Bedang Dokhan Opit Jati. Tasa Vutu Bhava Do Dukkha. Tatara is referred to the Jati Jara. And so in Jati Jara, according to the Dhammacakka Buddha, Jati Jara, Jati Marana, Jambi Chandalavadi, Jambi Dokhan, Apiye Sambyoga, Piye Vibyoga, and Sankhatina Pinchu Paranekan. Among these Dhamma, in the Pāla Pandita Sutta and so on, the Blessed One uses the simile by means of the example concerning with the Jati. He also explained it. At the time, we obviously know Abhayikan Dokhan. When in the woeful plane is suffering, we already know it. Obviously, we know best. When from in the human plane and deity plane, at the time, our when rebirth is the suffering or not, we are not clear at the time. Uses why he is tassa vutu bhava dukkha. This but is also the basis, the state of the basis of the suffering, because of the but we will be facing with the many suffering. Because of this, when in the human plane are also sex suffering. This is it. He trying to explain in the Pāḷi Pandita Sutta concerning with this. And here this part is suffering. Because this is the basis for the suffering in the state of love. The blessed one, Bhagavata, and the blessed one also by means of is simply Upama Vasena, or make it evidence or the Pakasita in the Pāḷi Pandita Sutta. Tassa Vatu Bhavado Dukkha. This is the basis or root in the arising of the suffering. Tina hu porana. Yeah. Therefore, the ancient teacher also said it. Tina hu porana. This is the he recited the verses Jayithano. Ke Narakesu Sada Tadaki Tahadi Ka Apasasha Mapadashan Lavita Dokanu Kuhim Badita Ejaha Dokadi Munida Jade. This is the bus. Bus is that according to the English translation there, we have the phrase with related difficulty what? Firstly, we need to find the what. What is the Jayitha? Jayitha. The Jayitha is the change from the Satmi Itha. Because the subject is the Sato. In Narakesu. Naraka is a kind of synonym of the Apaya or Niraya, directly Niraya. Naraka and Niraya. Therefore, the sentence, original sentence is Sada Narakesu no ji Jayitha. Okay, this is the essay. Saji and Yadi as a sentence. We need to translate it. Therefore, we have another one more sentence. That is the Tategi. Tategi. We need to translate Tata Egi Dahadikan Apadashan. Apadashan. Tanda enough in it at the time. Lapita Dokhan Nu Kuhain Patatan. At the time, Padasha Labita Dokhan Padasha, the same case ending. Kuhain in that place is as a question what because of the Kuhain. Patatan is the noun, not the but Labita is the verb. Therefore, Combining these three sentences, three phrases, we need to translate it as a type clause. The main, another he tried to is the ejja ha dukkati munida jante. Ejja ha, we need to separate it. Iti aha. Munida, muni and ida. Therefore, this sentence, aha is the verb. Muni is the subject. And object is the jade. Dukkati is the dukkati as suffering. If we notice this and that, this phrases, we note it this way, we can translate it. If we cannot find this way, little difficult to translate it. But if we translate it according to the grammatical term, should be there, jayetha no narakesu sato. If the being went in the hell, labetha dukkha. At the time, labetha, because of the kuhe, we were having where do they get? Where do they get? Pateta there, actually the place, because of the here place mean the existent. Dukkha also, he tried to modify the one apatasyan. Apadashami and be a rivet. This apadasya is the why appear why pia eki dahadi, because of the burning with the fire. This burning also where tata in the hell. Tata is referred to the naraki, niraya. If the being went in the hell, where do they get the existence of the suffering, which is unbearable on account of the burning in the hell? Echaha dukkati munida jade. Therefore, the Blessed One says, but is as suffering. This is the grammatical in the verses, and now when no being went in the hell, again the pain and bearable of scorching fire and all the rest with then no fatigue. Therefore, the set of the Blessed One is found. The bar is pain. And this is the concerning with the being born in the hell. This is the sure for the that person, but of when is the suffering. And then the The Asian teacher trying to explain well. Therefore, he said it there. Dokkan. Tirichesu. Kasa Badoda. Dandabi Gadadi Bawin Anigan. Yandan. Okay.
Bhante, you say Jayatha. Jayatha is a sodomy second person plural.
Satami second plural.
Yeah.
No, it's that for past tense.
Yeah. No.
Third person singular.
Okay. Oh yes, yeah. Third person plural.
Third person singular.
Sato. Yes, subject is sato. Okay, I need to recite that. I know the best. Yeah, third person singular.
Yes.
Hi, Bhante.
Yes.
I didn't hear you translate the word no in the first pada.
Oh, this is the negative sense.
So which means if they would not be born in hell, then
Oh yes. If the being will not win in the hell.
But actually, I also have a question about this part because first we have no, and the next one also have na, right?
No.
No, here do count na gu hin patithang.
And not the na, nu. This is the newt, not the na.
Now we know is synonym. Bhante?
No. Myanmar, we have the newt in the your English version na.
Yeah. Oh.
This is the question. Only where they have where. Okay, sorry, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I also thought that is negative.
Oh, not the negative. Okay, sorry. Because my screen is so small. No, oh, yes, you are Laveta, Dokana, Guhe. Oh, yeah. But Myanmar version, only the newt. Next year also newt. Okay. In the Visuddhi Mega is the newt.
but Bhante, then I don't understand that verse. What does it mean? So if they would not be born in hell, then where is the rested place? If they would not be born in hell, then I don't understand the next part. What does it mean?
Okay, I will translate it again because I missed the one word translation. Yes and no. No, the negative thing here. Jayita no narakesu not sorry, Jayita no je narakesu sato. If that beings is not win in the hell. Okay, this is the one part. The second part is that kegi dahadika badashyang labeta doka nu guhe pataitan. This is the second part. Second part is the part is the labeta. This labeta subject is related to the pataitan. Therefore, Padaitan will translate it as a existent.
Subject is Patithang, Bhante?
Yeah, Padaitan.
No, I don't think so. Subject here should be
I
Sato
think
as
it's
well.
Dibio Sato le, Bhante.
Yes,
Huh?
Sato. Sato. It's the
Sato.
Patithang is the object of the verb labeta. Because patita is a feminine gender.
Yeah.
How can this become the
Okay.
gender subject?
Okay. Two-way we think. They say also, yeah, you also think like that. If they refer to this person directly, therefore, if I translate it as a do, where do they? Therefore, I translate person. But two-way translation in the Nasia also. In the Visuddhimagga also, explanation two-way. Padaitan, we will have a Padaitanto at the moment. This is Padaitanto referred to the person. At the time, you can think about it as a person. But translation, English translation, passive translation, the object, if we translate the existence at the time, you will be confused. Therefore, I translate it as a person. At the moment, but later as if we think about it as a object. And second part also, we will think about it as a question one. Labeta kuhenu. Where does here the labeta is also sato singular? Where does he get? Dokhan, but they can. But they can. Where does he get the exist or existent? Why do they want to get this me free from the suffering? Dukkha. Therefore, where does he get the exist of suffering, which is unbearable? Apasajam, apadasyan, which is unbearable. Because of the burning of fire in the hell. Okay, have you got it?
So according to your translation, so in this sentence, Sato is object of this subject of this sentence.
Yes.
If I can translate like this, I take Dukkha as subject where the suffering obtains existence.
Okay, if you translate it
yeah,
as it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's clear now. So it is, in fact, it is not related to the fourth pada. The fourth pada is, it's going to relate to the next verse. So here in this three padas, it means that it is another one person asking if a being is not going to born in hell, then where is the suffering place? Where did he get a suffering place? Which is the unbearable because of the the fire in there. So what he means basically is that for a person who is not born in hell, then how can you say that he has suffering? That's what it means.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah, that is the direct meaning. Yes. Yeah, that's it, the direct meaning. Okay. But in you can find it in the English translation, not so obvious in the Visuddhimagga. Visuddhimagga also mentioned these verses, but Visuddhimagga and Saratthadipani, a little changing the verses there, you know, the Lapeta Dokha in the Visuddhimagga, Nu Kuhain Pataitan. But this commentary now, Lapeta Dokha Na Kuhain Pataitan. This is not the same. Only the na and nu. Visuddhimagga is the nu. This commentary is the na. Okay, now you clear this verse translation and meaning.
Yes, it's
Yes,
okay.
Bhante.
Yeah, no,
Also, it's a little bit strange, Bhante. So the word patita usually means the support. It has the positive meaning. But in here, it's modified by the word dukkhang. So it's a little bit strange.
It also has the meaning of resting place, no?
Yes, but it's like
Resting,
it's a
okay.
helper. Yes, resting. So it should be, you know, it's positive.
Here, therefore, I know that exists of the suffering. This is the positive sense. Exists of the suffering means free from the suffering.
Oh, but then here, in the first sentence, Bhante, he's not being born in hell.
Yes. He is not born in hell, even though he is not born in hell, because of the burning of the fire, you will be faced with the suffering for that.
But only when he's in hell, then he's burned by fire. So he's not born in hell. So he's not being burned by fire. And then the question is, where did he get the suffering? Then I think the following, then this says that the Buddha said suffering like this. So the next paragraph, the next verse is going to explain why it is suffering, even though he's not being born in hell.
Okay, therefore, first I didn't translate the no meaning. Now you find out no, I say the negative sense. But for my understanding, this no is not the negative sense. Even though he is born in the hell, if the being born in the hell, he will be faced with the suffering of the hell. This suffering of hell means that what kind of hell means? Burning of fire. No, here I intend not the negative sense. But I haven't checked it in the next year. Later I will check it in the.
But and then, but if that's the case, then I think the word dukkhang has to be in the ablative sense.
Ablative sense.
Here is dukkhang.
Yeah, for the dukkhang, because of the we will change it in the we will put it in another meaning. Patisandiya Vina Tassa Dukkhasa Pataitan. Okay, this part is a little complicated. We need to put it. First, I need to take the no is the negative thing or not. According to understanding, this is not the negative thing. But now I also need to think negative thing or not.
No, Bhante, I think it's not negative. Yeah. Negative so is no is modify the word subtle. No is normal here. No is singular. Yeah. No is no being. No any being.
Now I check it in the Visuddhimagga original Visuddhimagga at the time, not there. That gi at the time, Davati, not the ta. That ta, not the data, that gi. That gi means the busy because of this Agi is the fire, Tata is the very hot fire. That means but in the Saratadika, no the Tata. Therefore, what is also little strange? Therefore, I need to check it again. Tata is referred to the in the hell, but in the Visuddhimagga, no the Tata. Therefore, Tata is the very hot. Here, Tata is the in the hell. Now I need to think it again. This one. Okay, next time I will explain.
Yes.
This one.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Yes, thank you, Bhante.
Oh, what is two is the straight? Tata and Tata, nu and na. Okay, I need to check it. These two parts.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you,
yes.
Bhante.
Thank you,
Okay,
Bhante.
okay. Let's start our class by reciting Buddha Sasana Jirandetadu. Buddha Sasana Jirandetadu. Buddha Sasana Jirandetadu. Buddha Sasana Jirandetadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu,
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 sadhu.
sadhu.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much,
Bhante.
Bhante.
Okay, welcome.